Sit. This is our daily crate routine. He probably goes through this routine 5 times a day, 6 times a day, every time he comes in and out of the crate. And I have him sit in front of the crate just like that. The leash is always loose, so you're never restraining him. So always make sure it's loose. Open the door, then you can pat his chest and say, go. He loves his crate, so he loves to go in there. What I always do is he goes in there, turns around, I meet him with a treat, and then I reach in and take off his equipment, his prong collar, as well as his choke chain. If he's going to the back of the crate, you can just grab his buckle collar, which is the collar with his tags, pull him forward to you, and then take the stuff off. He may sometimes do that, but he does that a lot less now because whenever hands go in there, it's always preceded by a gift. He's munching on that, and usually, he's happy with that, so he doesn't try to go to the back anymore. I hang this prong collar here. You can put the choke chain and the leash anywhere you want, but this prong collar, if it's bunched together, it'll get tangled up and take you 5 minutes to untangle. So just hang it there. He sleeps overnight in the crate here. He's out constantly, might be out for an hour or 20 minutes or 2 hours, so it's always random, but we follow the same routine. Just what you saw, that's how we put him in, and then you're about to see how we take him out every time. And the key is that you control the boundary. So if the owner controls the boundary, just like the owner's doing the mat exercise and controlling the boundaries, the doorways, and also curbs and all those sorts of things when you start walking him again, he's going to think you're in charge and way more likely to do things for you the first time that you tell him. So it all kind of fits together. It's all one big system, fits together. So when I'm going to take him out of the crate, I open the door. First I put on the choke chain, especially if I'm going to take him out in public, because we always double up the choke chain with the prong collar on the same leash. Prong collar ever comes off, then the choke chain comes into play and you don't lose the dog. This is never for training, this is only for safety, so it's always hanging loose. So it never chokes him. It's only for safety, just for those few times a year when this might come off. If you're working with him, or training him or walking him, then you never lose the dog and everything's safe. So I put this on first. And then actually I just put that on and without the leash attached to that, and then I take the prong collar, I attach the leash to the funny looking buckle, not this round spacer. That perfectly round one is just a spacer, so leave that alone. Attach the leash to the funny looking buckle, and you're already ready to go when you reach in there and you just hook him up. And if he tries to mouth your hands or something like that, which he might do because he loves to do that, don't do what I just did. I don't have to use treats anymore. He's pretty easy to do that with now, but he may start regressing after I'm off the scene. He's back home with you. Always go in like this, and then he's munching out, and then reach in, hook him up. And so he's in here. I'm hooking him up to both collars, and then he knows to wait at this boundary until you allow him out. And if he tries to come out before you release him, you just say no and just do a little, what I call a little token slam. No, like that. He knows what that means. He's going to wait. When he waits, always follow up any kind of little correction, good, with something positive when he does it right, so he knows the difference. Hey, I tried to come out. I got this annoying little slam. I got nothing. I waited, and then I got rewarded, and then I got to move forward. That's the whole reason for that. And then he'll always wait if you keep doing it like that, just like you see him waiting for me right now. Pat your leg and say, okay. Do your little left turn here to go back and close this door, because your greatest power with the crate is that you control the boundary to his den. By the way, everything happens in there. He gets fed in there. You put him in there at mealtime. You bring the food to him, put the bowl of food in there once he's already in there, and close the door always. The door's closed when he's in, and the door is closed when he's out. Here, buddy, let's go this way. Sit. Also, bones, treats, chewies, all that stuff should happen in the crate. You want to develop the crate as his den. He's naturally a den animal. That's his den. It's safe in there. That's where all the best stuff happens. Even when your hands come in, he gets treats. He waits at that boundary for you to allow him to come out. He waits going in to you, allow him to go in. And using the crate in this way helps you in all other areas of his life, because if you control his access in and out of his favorite place, his den, where all good stuff happens, then he's more likely to listen to you when you want him to do something. Okay.